Ye were parliamentarian be an answer MP be a chason no who say aprega asema obeka amanenya public focus no any day. Make Afenyo Markin kasongo. Afenyo Markin kasemunra. Afenyo Markin catch the Ghana for say and our catch the energy ministry say. Proyane kankan bebrena na ekoso na Ghana yanshe ya. Afenyo Markin all of a sudden he talked about ECG. He talked about the energy sector. He talked about Galamsey. Hey, when you were the board chair of EC and you may found when you couldn't talk about it. You knew say energy sector. Sikana no mo de ye ade we say. No mo de ye say na ensem fata. But you were quiet because you were enjoying. Afenyo Markin is a hypocrite when it comes to politics. Under your leadership as the EC boss chair, containers raya what dear when they started speaking about ECG containers, Afenyo Markin, you went silent, you went quiet, you went down. I didn't know if it's a container, a bishop or two. Afenyo Markin, say what per se ECG energy sector ye juma containers na muria no fambara containers na muria no na mo de kwaye dey de mo di echire kwa na ne ya oral di echire kwa hu ye Afenyo Markin obey ye de. Afenyo Markin is talking about energy sector. When it was your term, when Doomso was at its peak, when Doomso was rising, what did you say? The people are struggling because of the debt Afenyo Markin left. Because of the debtor, ECG, as the board chair of ECG, you left for us. Because of Chrono Amubono ECG. And then the energy sector, johnmahama is suffering. The man is struggling very hard, so master, shut up your mouth. You were in parliament when young Ghanaians were protesting against Galamsey. You were in parliament when they arrested the Galamsey demonstrators. You sat in parliament and said they were armed robbers. They were MPP for the people who were on the street to demonstrate said Galamsey yes remo mumbo yesu who by now your president he was the one in government. You were in parliament by then. Yechi anya one only di minority 77 equal yoko transform. Actually, people say be release Wontumi has poured our water bodies. Akunta mine is so saying akunta mine and say wahano. Insu wa asantimem akunta mine na say ni na. The time na wa be na wa power with 176. Asemba na okafa and now 86 no by cast our parliament. Over 8 years you couldn't say anything and then you got the mouth to talk. We are about the Boss TV. E was for now the Boss TV. Say the winning say na say na e amanyo sem. The political arena talk show. E dey na ekoso amrahye bedwafie the presidency, the ministry. Na ene yenko akiri. Ye begina MPP for na so. E wo parliament amrahye bedwafie yenko ho. Na amrahye bedwafie ye wo parliamentarian bi anase MPP achese ono no wa no ho say aprega asema obeka amanenya public focus no ene de make Afenyo Markin kasongo 99 grandmaster ono asem na meka Afenyo Markin ka asemunra Afenyo Markin ebra na parliament edi can say Ghana ho nkita ho no ana say Ghana ho nkomo no ena Afenyo Markin man saso wo sorry ya Afenyo Markin ka kire yan Ghana for say ana o ka kire energy ministry say Chese, proyane kankan bebrena na ekoso na Ghana yanshe ya. Afenyo Markin. Who sa Afenyo Markin o mente wasio? You this man, what is wrong with you? Now Afenyo Markin all of a sudden have the mouth to talk. Afenyo Markin all of a sudden he talked about ECG. He talked about the energy sector. He talked about Galamsey. You Afenyo Markin, you have no credibility, no moral right to speak about Galamsey energy sector, especially the energy sector, because Afenyo Markin, when you were the board chair of EC, and you may found when you couldn't talk about it. Energy sector.
Government monies that government would have to use for development, it is using that same money to pay for electricity that people have enjoyed and are refusing to pay. How many companies are paying ECG bills? Even some of their prepaid meters have expired. People consume power because the meter is not reading. I believe that the political leaders of Ghana today must see this as real threat to democracy. Because looking at the trend in global politics, nobody is ready to bring you a tax money to develop your country when you yourself you can deal with some inefficiencies in your system. So I am saying that if we can sustain the economy with the information we have today, one of the things we should do as a country is to pursue a robust reforms.
Oh, so all of a sudden, you knew all this about energy sector. You knew, say, energy sector. Sikana no more the year idea we say, no more the year say, na ensem fata. But you were quiet because you were enjoying. Afenyo Markin is a hypocrite when it comes to politics. Afenyo Markin oye nya chum say ya ba manyo se ma. Afenyo Markin ye number 1 and 1 kan okra atro die befu ba ko pe. Ah wa manyo se ma wo parliament house. E ya Afenyo Markin. Under your leadership as the EC boss chair, containers, what when they started speaking about ECG containers, Afenyo Markin, you went silent, you went quiet, you went down. I didn't know if it's a container, a bishop. Afenyo Markin, say, oh, per se ECG, energy sector, ye juma, containers na muria, mo fambra. Afenyo, containers na muria, no, na mo de kwa ye day. Diamudi e chile kwa nane ya, oral di e chile kwa huye. Afenyo Markin, ube ye die. Anu enye fe kra. Afenyo Markin is talking about energy sector. Now, Afenyo Markin have the mouth to talk. Now, Afenyo Markin all of a sudden got the guts to talk, eh? When it was your turn, when Doomso was at his peak, when Doomso was rising, what did you say? You got the opportunity to chair the EC. You couldn't tell us all these things. And now, Abedio being same, the people are struggling because of the debt Afenyo Markin left. Because of the debtor, ECG, as the board chair of ECG, you left for us. Because of Chrono Amubono ECG. And then the energy sector, Johnmahama, is suffering. The man is struggling very hard. So, Master, shut up your mouth. Afenyo Markin, shut up and let the man work. Stop criticizing because you have no moral right to criticize the energy sector. Now he moved from energy sector and then he went to Galamsey. Master, these two things, Afenyo Markin, you get no rights. You were in parliament when Ghanaians, young Ghanaians were protesting against Galamsey. You were in parliament when they arrested the Galamsey demonstrators. You sat in parliament and said they were armed robbers. They were MPP for the people who were on the street to demonstrate said Galamsey yes, Remo. Mumbai by now your president, he was the one in parliament. He was the one in government. You were in parliament by then. Now the time, 136 MPs in parliament, foolish man like you. You couldn't use that platform to talk. And now we are 88, 87 pen. What do you want to do? And then even with all this, when they bring a bill in parliament to pass in the name of Ghanaians, you are there having mouth to talk. Master, Afenyo Markin. We are tired of this, your geopolitical things. We are tired of this, your mind game politics. We are tired of you.
Mr. Speaker, let us change our attitude on some of these things. Mr. Speaker, Galamsey. Mr. Speaker, until we begin a national dialogue, beginning in this very chamber, that NDC MPP understand that Galamsey is a threat to our very existence, so that we communicate that with one voice to our people. Mr. Speaker, we will be pretending to be solving the problem. Every election cycle, somebody will say, oh, I will do this to win votes. Soon thereafter, it will come and hunt us. Our side will not be to obstruct government. Our side is ready to constructively critique.
And some food Afenyo Markin catch. Which of the government officials, Afenyo Markin, are you able to bring us one person from the government who is involved in Galamsey, who is using the drips to do Galamsey? Yechi wontumi. Anya one only di minority 77 ekọ yoko osem kwa transform. Actually, people say be release wontumi. Wontumi has spoiled our water bodies. Akunta mine nsuo say na akunta mine ya say wa hanom. Nsuo wa asantimem akunta mine na say ni na. The time na wa be mu na wa power with 176 no. Asema na okafa ho and na wa 86 no be kasa of parliament. Masa, jina yie wate. Afenyo Markin jina yie. You had the opportunity to talk for a very long time. Over 8 years, you couldn't say anything. And then you got the mouth to talk. You have no moral right to say anything, Afenyo. You have no moral rights. Why? Grandmaster, I can't say Freemason or parliament. You can't be shouting on top of your voice, making unnecessary noise, and asking we Ghanaians to believe what you are saying. Who are you? Afenyo, who are you? You are a disgrace to politics. You took the minority from 136. You brought them down to 85, 87. What are you trying to say? You sent MPP in opposition as the leader of parliament at the minority side. You took one, they handed 136 MPs to you. You brought them down to 87. Afenyo, for God's sake, shut up. You are a disgrace to politics. You are a disgrace to politics, Afenyo Markin. You people have lost over 2 million votes. You still have the mouth to talk. 38% in elections, and you have the mouth to talk. You had 77 MPs in parliament against 183, and you have the mouth to talk. My friend, shut up. You should be bowing your head down by now, because they handed over a big parliament. They handed over a huge number of parliament to you, 136. You couldn't add some. You rather drop from 136 to 88. And you your market. Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not ashamed? What they are showing down in China when you are what? You are ashamed. A disgrace to politics. Afenyo. And we are still on MPP. In the same parliament house. Parliament, ya na ejina so. Adanya MPP 4. You see, minority majority clash, MPs clash over credits for Ghana's economic gains. Minority and majority MPs clash over credits for Ghana's economic gain. Maybe some minority for almost a year. The 87 people in MP parliament, almost a year. You are clash, you've clashed. You are angry. And now you want to claim the economic gains. Go and claim Galamsey gains. Go and claim the Galamsey na ascends soon. Koto de nebojanya sa. The mo sell no de, eno de mumpe. Claim if you are claiming the economic gains, then claim the Galamsey. Claim the Dumso as well. Mona ya na mo ka say Ghana for ye Jimmy ho. Galamsey ni de mumpe somebody no tum. You want the president, the government of the day should accept that blame and then work towards it. But the economic gain, bringing the dollar to 10 cedis, no, you want to claim it. Which among your policies, my policy bang, and I'm the buyer, it's me dropping cedi this. For all we know, Ghana inherited the cedi at 19 and 18 cedis. We inherited the dollar at 19 and 18 cedis. Johnmahama has been able to bring the dollar down to 10 cedis to 85 pesos. For the past 3 months, dollar has been stable. The cedi has been stable and is gaining strength. You want to claim it for what? Gold for oil. Egu. Gold for oil. More gold in my oil. The cedi was still going. The dollar was still going up. How much did you left fuel? How much did you left fuel? You left fuel at 17 and 18 cedis. Today, we are buying fuel at 13 and 12 cedis. You want to claim gains. Claim gains for what reason? What? Your report card is the Galamsey. Your report card is the Dumso. Your report card is the dollar, which was at 17 cedis. Your report card is the petrol, which was at 19 and 18 cedis. Nonsense. Adamuka say Ghana for Ejimo. Ghana for we are no fools. So we are here and we are here to fact check you, especially Afenyo Markin. Afenyo Markin, I think by now you should be quiet in parliament. You should advise yourself and find a quiet place and sit in parliament, because we are a disgrace to leadership. You are a very disgrace to leadership. They handed you 136 MP and you brought them down to 88. A disgrace of a person like you. Afenyo Markin. Afenyo Markin, Mr. or a disgrace. He's a disgrace today, and he will still be a disgrace until he changes his ways. And we say for parliament na akasa na yes hobby. And the parliament has sat na say yes akọ the omeboabo no mo be brand join the boss TV dey ye dini na be dey e be brew ye ntra se e ma obi mbotai enkotena TV so e me ka asem bi ono no pe enfa nkyere me say politics enye ntoko politics ye can say amanyosem politics ana amanyosem negotiation kana men kabi amamuo no e na ye de dwuma e wo Ghana ebusuafo yakra